All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Saturday afternoon football and a very slow transition to the craziness world that we live in. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman bringing you today's action. 1 o'clock kickoff here at Blessed Trinity. Glad to have everybody with us, popping on the old events between Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Craig, how you doing today, sir?
I'm good. Hoping it's better than last night.
Well, hey, the nice thing about Friday night football, there's always a winner and there's always a loser. We don't tie games anymore. We gave up that concept early in the 1700s, so we moved away from that. You get the sights and the sounds of the game today. I'm glad everybody could join us. We'll get some more special effects going. We're running a little bit of slow based on where my brain power is on a Saturday at 1 o'clock. We'll do our best to get a scoreboard up and running for you. And also, most importantly, telling you who's out there. Right now, ELCA is entering the field in all white. Blessed Trinity will be joining us soon. Telecast tonight is brought to you by the Score 58 Network. Bo McMichael and Craig Chapman will be calling the games. Blessed Trinity in the green. Talk to me a little bit about Blessed Trinity, what region they're in, what their classification is, and also with ELCA. Take it away, Craig.
Well, we'll start with ELCA. ELCA is Region 2, Single A private, and have won 5 consecutive state championships.
Just 5. I mean, just 5, right?
5. I mean,
Well, they took 1 year off, and then, but the irony, and we'll talk a little bit about ELCA. I've had an opportunity to work with them for quite a many years, so I'll give a little insight of their 5 state championships run, but what happened the year before their state championship run. So It's been very interesting. So we got the coin toss going out here, number 9 for ELCA. And number 5 for Blessed Trinity.
Number 9 is Mr. Rogers.
Is it his neighborhood today?
It's been his neighborhood this year.
All right. Well, that's okay on that part.
Wow, ELCA's helmets are unbelievably good.
Yeah, we 7:45 this morning. Slap those stickers on, courtesy of Award Decals. They're the ELCA Superchargers. They go by the word faster and excellence. We got the numbers on the right-hand side and the left-hand side with gray bolts outlined in white.
Man,
Tell your mom and dad we're proud of that. It was you got to heat them on. You got to get the hair dryer, blend them in a little bit. And because I have hair, it's nice. And I'm bald, people. That's why I kind of joke about having hair. I haven't touched a hair dryer since probably 1976. So they're deferring. And we're going to get started here. Get to call a little bit of high school football. We don't necessarily get a chance to call high school football too much.
No, we do not.
So that's definitely enjoyable on my end that we get that opportunity.
That's so hilarious that you can have one person come out and shake hands at the coin toss, but we're fixing to tackle everybody.
Yes. We're not going to?
I'm just saying.
Revert back, stay focused on that. I understand everybody's thought process on that. The nice thing is we're not going to necessarily worry about that right now. We're going to know that we get a little bit of football going. Here in, do we know where Blessed Trinity is located? Roswell, Georgia.
Yes, they are on Woodstock Road in Roswell, Georgia. They sport a 12-game win streak.
12 games, because they won the state championship last year.
They did win the state championship.
So we have matching state champions.
We do.
Battling out today.
And ELCA will, for the second time in 3 games, will play the the 2 participants in the state championship game last year.
So talk to me what that happened over the past 3 weeks. Right now, ELCA is 2-0.
Correct.
They had an opportunity to play the last 2 weeks. Today's game should have actually taken place on Thursday against another opponent, but based on the environment that caused by Sally, that girl, that things began to change a little bit. So we're now on a Saturday afternoon, late or early Friday or early Thursday. We got the word that, hey, we're not playing Pace Academy, and let's flip the script. And let's play Blessed Trinity on Saturday afternoon at 1.
It's not like they took any – it wasn't like they said, hey, we're not going to play Pace. Pace is a really good football team.
It would have been very interesting to see that matchup hands down. Yeah.
They didn't say, hey, we're just going to go find somebody to play. They went and found a state champion to play.
Yes.
So that tells you just the caliber of teams, coaching staffs, and their – commitment to playing against the best.
Well, the most interesting thing is Blessed Trinity was actually supposed to play at noontime today versus St. Pius. But because of unknown circumstances, certain things kind of went a different way and left Blessed Trinity without a game. Now, they have not played a game this year so far. They've been, I don't want to use the word snake bitten, but they've had some COVID-19, so they had to step away from at least 2 games before we got things started. And their first game of the season is right now. September 19th, 2020, Blessed Trinity is kicking off their football season.
And they're happy to do so.
Oh, you got to be, and to actually get the opportunity to play on a Saturday afternoon like you're sitting in college football, it's wonderful in that sense, hands down. Well, we're glad everybody could join us. We will get the score up here. I'm just running with my brain right now, trying to make sure I have everything spelled correctly and good to go, and then we'll get. Hey, I'm famous for that, so I'm not spelling things correctly. So if I can get that done, I'm one step ahead of everything at this point.
And it's 12:59, so it looks like we're going to start right at 1 o'clock.
Oh, I knew that was going to happen, so it was just kind of like, all right, you got to get yourself ready for this, and let's get going. So, all right, we'll kick off. Any predictions? Go ahead, throw it out there.
I'm going
Craig Chapman.
I'm going to take ELCA 21-17.
Wow, I don't think I can handle that kind of knowledge right now. 21-17. I'm going to say we're going to see a tight game going into the 4th. We do apologize for any type of, if you're saying, hey, it looks a little shaky. Understand that the stream is going through a mobile hotspot, so we're not plugged into an Ethernet perspective.
All right, so that kickoff went through the end zone. ELCA comes out, no huddle, straight from the sideline. 1st and 10 at their own 20. So they got an unbalanced set right here with a wing. Veer give. And that's Rogers on the carry.
Coming right out of the horses right there.
Almost 7 on the carry. It's going to bring up 2nd down and a long 3 right here. And ELCA's right back on the ball.
They do enjoy that hurry up. That's what they, not necessarily their claim to fame, but they definitely enjoy as quickly as possible to get back on the ball and go.
It's like Massengale's behind center today.
In motion.
That's going to be Massengale on the carry. He's going to pick up 2. It'll bring him up 3rd and 1 right here.
And he just hit the wall.
Yes, he did.
He did. It was all just like, what is the old adage, just trying to preservation?
Yeah.
Preserve your body at that point.
It was like, hey, everything was going good.
And then something happened. Yeah.
Inside give. That's a 1st down right there. Gain of 2 more for Rogers. He's going to get ELCA a fresh set of downs. And right now they're just attacking. This is very simple, but this is what they do. They have a firm belief in what they do. A lot of jet motion, a lot of side-to-side eye candy.
Are you okay with that scoreboard?
Coach, I'm okay with whatever you're okay with.
Well, you know, I feel like, yeah, hey, at least we get a scoreboard up there. I'll get some other artwork going here in a little bit for us.
Interesting formation. There's a timeout from ELCA right here.
All right, first timeout of the day. So with that, let's kind of go over their schedule a little bit. Let's just talk about ELCA, and then we'll go into Blessed Trinity from a scoreboard perspective. ELCA, talk to me about their first 2
Well, I had
games.
it, and then you said something. Well, they opened up
with Woodward.
They played Woodward, and they won 14-0. It was a 7-0 game late. A pick 6 late allowed them to pull away for the 14-0. And then last year they played the Heritage School out of Coweta County in Noonan, and they won 58-0. So we're working on 8 quarters with no points, Coach.
Well, hey, and so everybody's getting the idea of, okay, what is the I mean, we haven't even seen the defense. We're just on offense right now. So, I mean, it's definitely opens up concepts of, okay, I wonder how things are going to play out and what we're going to look at. So,
well, I'm just saying, I mean, you know, ELCA uses some unique sets. This is a real tight slot look right here. 1st and 10, bad snap. And don't do that.
No, but you're running and you're trying to get into motion.
Oh, and helmet came off. Somebody.
Yep.
So this is all the way back to the 19. That's a loss of 12 right here. So it's going to bring up second down and 22. And we're probably going to get to see the ball go in the air for the first time for the Chargers here this afternoon.
I will disagree with you strongly. You do not throw down here when you're on the away side. I would think that you're going to run. Now you're going to call either a timeout or a legal procedure. What we got? Legal procedure. They were moving when they were going, and that sometimes happens. Let me see their schedule if you have it right now. ELCA's.
I got it.
Give some notes out there to the world. All right. Well, we are appreciative of everybody tuning in with us today. Have great viewership out there for those people that couldn't make it to the game. Make sure that you, if you have an opportunity, give us a little hello in the old social media world. Deep ball.
He's got it, too.
Let's watch that on the replay.
Should be a first down at the 42.
Reached out and got it right
that's
there.
That's a great throw right there, and Matt Craig with the catch.
Nice indeed.
So that's going to bring up first down.
And they're getting right back on the ball.
Wow, they gave him to the 43.
44, yeah.
They gave him an extra yard, but he'll take it. And that was exactly the 14th pass they've thrown this year, Coach.
All right.
But that was a pass, you know, so 30-yard completion for a first down right there for ELCA. More of a trip set right here. Comes jet motion. Inside give. And nowhere.
Where's it going?
Nowhere.
All right.
I've seen that play a lot this year.
And where you went nowhere?
Yes.
All right. See,
they're actually going to give him they actually gave him a yard. So second down and 9.
If you hear that that draw from there, Craig Chapman, he is the head football coach for Community Christian, and he's been my quarterback for many, many moons. We used to be quarterback and center exchange in high school, so we have a nice rapport in that sense, and he's always dealing with Saturday morning blues sometimes, you know.
The snap right now. If Coach Collins would hear, he would tell you that his key to the game
I know,
is
and we didn't even have a chance to say the key to the game. That's the best part.
And it is, I mean, right now there's a motion penalty, but the center quarterback exchange is killing ELCA's timing right now. And I mean, just killing it.
All right,
I'm looking for, you know, they got, you know, short side of the field right here. Looks like you're going to get some kind of man. So it's second down and 14. It's a little bit of, you know, a little bit of quarterback, you know, kind of power right there. Gain of about 4 or 3, so it's going to bring up third down and 11.
So Blessed Trinity being their first game, there's a lot of things that can play into this. It's very interesting. Not only you're out of sync in the sense that you're not necessarily playing on a Friday night. You're playing on a Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock. So the wake up, everything changes on that part. Even with ELCA, they've had really half a day to prepare, day and a half to prepare. Even though they were going to play each other early at the 1st of October, it definitely changes things up.
Oh, that was a nice setup.
Oh, goodness.
That's a great play right there by number 18.
Oh, you're so funny.
That was a nice set with the sprint right, throw the tunnel screen back to the left. Rogers on the catch.
Is Rogers number 11?
No, that's number 9.
That felt like a Julio Jones. And then just
that was an old school.
Yeah, it did.
Jake Matthews would have been out there to throw the block.
Yeah, that's what it felt like
on
that part. It did.
Let's see if ELCA goes with a long count right here to try to get Blessed Trinity to jump off sides, being it's 4th and 2 right here. Ain't going to be able to go much of the long count with as long as it's taking to get this play in.
All right.
I'd look for a quarterback run right here. There it was.
Nope. Guard moved.
Yeah, but I was saying that was what they were trying.
They were trying to. And I tell you one thing, Coach Guest, being an offensive lineman himself out of the Citadel, he's done. His mental capacity, he's like, oh, my goodness. Because that guard, I think it was the left guard.
It was.
He was out there on that linebacker before he could even see the sky.
Man, line.
Oh, to go to the line, knowing that you got to go back to the sideline after that is a oh goodness.
And I don't know Coach Guest, personally, but his reputation precedes him as basically just a great football coach. I can't even begin to think about what it would be like to go back to the – goodness Lord, this ball is crushed.
All the way down to the 10-yard line.
That's a block in the back right there, too. That's a great tackle.
And they're not going to call the block in the back.
Is that number 29 right there?
No, you caught me off guard, Coach.
Aaron Yamisarat.
Yep, that's what you get when you call out number 29.
It looked like that was a tackle. I wanted to make he got blocked in the back and made the tackle.
Right.
So Blessed Trinity takes over on their own 14. So we'll get to see the defending state champions on the other side now.
Right, from an offense. I mean, it is nice in the sense of a battle, to say the least, right now.
So this is going to be 12 personnel. We're going to get 2 tight ends, 2 flankers, a little flanks look right here. Balance up ELCA's defense, which appears to be a 3-3-5 stack. Motion. Naked
nice.
Bootleg.
He held that ball tight for a while.
They leaked it out to the tight end, gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, the bad thing is, and I'm not playing Homer, but I am a little Simpson right now in the sense that you got no footage.
No, that's
watch
true.
them. I mean, there is no tendencies to mark. You can look at last year's footage and know what they've done, but there is nothing you're going into it with these are brand new seniors out here, juniors, sophomores, and so it's going to be getting that feel, and I'd love to see what kind of adjustments are being made throughout the game on both squads.
All right, so now we've got running a little over thing, so we're going to get motion over here. This is going to end up being some kind of toss or ISO to the left. It's a toss pass.
With the left hand,
wide open.
Oh, wow.
And that is a touchdown. They just formation him out.
Yeah.
They waited the whole summer to throw that pass, Coach.
And he threw it left-handed.
Yes, sir.
And you just, I'm not going to show a replay of that, not because it's just because we were talking and wanted to see their celebration. And they're going to get on the board first here.
74-yard touchdown pass. 2 plays.
But, to me, okay, I'm going to ask you as a coach, where is your, what do you like better? Do you like the long drive down the field, showing consistency? Because this is a quick strike. You're putting your defense right back out there. And not that you ever want to take points off the board.
No. I'm going to tell you that.
But you got away with it at that point.
It was 2 plays. It was 86 yards. All right? So you have 86 yards passing right now. One of them is from your tailback.
Right.
If I'm ELCA, everybody over there is wanting to be down. I just looked down and said, hey, you know what? They had to run a trick play to score on us.
Yes. Right. And that's what you're going to look at. But then you're also going, okay, you have rules. Follow your rules.
Yeah.
And
they used the formation there was perfect because they had you had both receivers on the ball, so everybody's thinking this is a pure run look.
Baited them the whole way.
It was, that's perfect. That's a perfect design right there. And for the first point, you got a trick play. That was the first point you've given up in 8 quarters.
Right. And we were wondering, and a lot of times you just want to get that out of the system.
Yeah.
As much as they went on this winning streak for, I think, almost 3 years, 2 years almost, maybe a year and a half. And then they finally lost last year against Holy Innocents, and it was almost like, okay, let's get that out of the way, and let's get ready for the
just go play games. Let's
right.
quit worrying about
a streak that maybe you were a part of or maybe you weren't a part of in that sense.
So here we get the kickoff again. And that ball is going to come down in the end zone again. So ELCA will take it at 1st and 10 at their own 20. Trailing for the first time this year, 7-0.
And you got to really be able to see the last time they trailed was the state championship game.
And I'm sure that,
to me,
I was counting before the game. There's 15 seniors on ELCA's roster that we got. And, those guys, this is one of those things where they're not going to panic.
No, by no means. It's a matter of what you're wondering, did you get the defense a chance to breathe, or is everybody going to get in rhythm now? And they're known for their speeds. And what would you call that sweep?
No, we call it jet sweep.
Jet sweep. They are really definitely known for their jet sweep. A lot of teams have mimicked their jet sweep and said, okay, how quick can we run it just like that in motion?
Well, that was Cam Segura on the jet. He got no gain, so it would bring up 2nd down and 10.
And they're right back on the ball.
Yeah, you can tell this is a point of emphasis for them. But right now I'm looking at this. You got there's one guy in the middle of the field right here. Okay. I mean, they're playing some kind of man coverage. And there's a gain of 4. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6. That's Rogers again.
So is this a patient game from an offensive perspective? Are you trying different things to see? Not necessarily where a weakness is. Or you think they're going for a pass right now?
No, I think ELCA's going to run what they. I think
what they know,
what they do. I mean, they're not going to sit here and they're not trying to throw something against the wall to see what sticks and works.
That's definitely understandable. Yeah.
You know, they're going to have an idea about what they want to do on certain down and distances, and then they're going to do it. All right. They moved. Then we get all sides right here, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 1. That's an interesting thing. I might want to institute that. That was that was really good. The motion man chopped down motion right behind the tackle.
Right.
I think that had something to do with the defensive end jumping off sides.
Yeah, to be able to see that already.
I was like, okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty slick right there.
Yeah.
So it's 3rd down and 1 right here. I would expect to see something right. Attack. You know, I'm attacking.
You want to get the first down.
I am attacking right now, and it's the quarterback, and he's going to get it, and he's going to let number 33 know.
Yeah, I mean, he lowered his shoulder.
Wow.
We're going to see that.
That was impressive.
It was. I'll click that replay button better. It's way away from me. I'll get back onto that
Gain
part.
of 4 right there, and it's going to bring up 1st and 10. Balls at the Charger 33-yard line.
How do you like this hurry up? And I don't call it hurry up. But they really, they don't get in the huddle.
Well,
they get on the line. Conditioning has to play
it does. I'd like to be able to do it. I'm right now working with 18 players, so it's kind of hard.
Another.
Oh.
Nah, he was trying to put on the brakes.
He was trying to cut.
He did.
Feet went out from underneath him.
Big man came in, number 78 for Blessed Trinity. He's like, hey, I don't think you're going anywhere. Get back in the huddle.
It'll be, no gain basically, so being 2nd down and 10. I love being able to have the chalk last, if that's what you're asking.
Yes.
If I can line up in a formation and see how you address the formation, it lets me know where to go.
Right, and that's what they're really looking at, and he calls it from the sideline, and away they go. The good old-fashioned hand signal days. Got a legal procedure here. What are they going to call here? Illegal substitution. I called it. That is the illegal substitution call. Either that or he needs a massage. And something's wrong with his upper shoulder.
He got bit by something on the
shoulder.
He
did. He was just scratching his shoulder.
Yeah, that was all it was.
And then he needed the flag to help him out with it on that part. That's understandable.
2nd down and 15.
We're always a good fan of the old stripes. We try not to, as long as our cohort AC's not in the game here, he does not like referees. None. We'll be called in the Mays-Grady game later on this afternoon, 7 o'clock. Please tune in on Score 58 Network. It is a pay-to-view piece, but this is actually free, no charge. Enjoy football on a Saturday. Get out of the way. You got to get rid of it, big man. Get rid of it.
He just decided he was going to run over somebody again.
And get back to the line of scrimmage almost.
I think he actually gained a yard.
Shame on him. Oh, wow.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 14 now.
Well, we're glad to have everybody with us. A couple reminders. Next week, ELCA is on the road. They're heading over to good old-fashioned Crisp County High School. Kickoff is at 7:30. That game will not be aired based on, I know that there is no internet in Crisp County.
And Crisp County is in Crisp County.
It is.
It's a long way, man.
I know. I start getting, I film for this team, so every now and then it gets a little, step back in the pocket, got to get rid of it. He was looking for a hole. Picked up about 4 more yards.
And they're going to punt from right there. It's going to bring up, 4th down and about 11. I don't think somebody did the wrong thing.
Well, because when he stepped up, he was thinking somebody was supposed to be there.
Absolutely, and and I look up and Max Gill is looking down the field at the receiver like, hey.
Where you at?
So you wonder if, if you're having one day to kind of make an adjustment to your schedule and to what you're going to do, if you put in something new, it may be one of those things where, not everybody's on the same page right now.
I do like the sight and sounds of the game that we can hear. Sometimes it gets a little echoing. We're based out of a control center and parts unknown. Yep. Okay. All right. Well, I'm live here. Bowman Michael, Craig Chapman. Glad to have everybody with us. Going to see the offense for Blessed Trinity to give it a chance again. They're first up, 2 plays into it. 76-yard touchdown strike on I'll call it a halfback pass. And the gentleman threw it with his left hand. He's probably left-handed, but I was still very impressive. Everybody bit on the run, and nobody was there. In motion we go. Toss pitch. Got to get to the outside. Feel like that's a hold. Hopefully we are going to see a flag on that play. I'll wait to see if the ref's calling that, mainly because I saw the defensive lineman stop in his tracks and hit the ground. Let's see if Whitecap's going to say, oh, look at that. I have eyes like a hawk. Oh, there we go. He's just showing his biceps for those people out there in TV world. Thank you, Whitecap. You helped us out a great deal. All right. 10 yards. We'll repeat this first down. First down and 10 here for Blessed Trinity. Glad to have everybody with us. Sorry if we don't have too many bells and whistles going on today. We run a videography business on Friday nights, and we knocked out some football teams last night, so we're moving a little slow this morning. In motion we go. Quick dive, trying to find the hole, able to tag it up. Defense swarmed on it. Defense just gave up their first score of the season. Up until this point, they had a goose egg. Appreciate everybody tuning in on the good old-fashioned YouTube world. Leave us a chat. Talk to us. 327-Dev. I think you were giving a shout-out to Coach Chapman. I'll make sure they hear that. Always give us a shout-out on YouTube. Like our page on Facebook. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube. And follow us on Twitter, Score Sports 58. Second down and about 16 for the Titans of Blessed Trinity. In motion, toss pitch, got a lot of pressure in the backfield. Can he hit the corner? He does. Got some great speed by number 22. Number 3 for ELCA was able to wrap him up. It looks like it's enough to leave for about a 4th down. Could be 3rd. Everything's a blur sometimes in my brain. 3rd down and about 2. Big defensive stand here for ELCA. Got to get off the field. First drive resulted in a touchdown for Blessed Trinity. Going to have to be able to stop that from happening. Tell your friends and neighbors watching the game, getting ready for a quick timeout. Either that or the end of the quarter. We'll see. Yes. If they shift, we'll know it's an end of the quarter. All right. If not, they called a timeout. Everything's sometimes confusing for my brain. All right. I do like the helmets.
I do. They look good.
Yep. I had to kind of do some arm twisting. I said, hey, can we put the bolts on this Navy helmet and then give me some San Diego Supercharger numbers underneath them? And I seem like they've played off real well. I always enjoy a good design with helmets. So especially if you can, and now you get the added number where you can see the number as well. It's always a plus.
Yeah, you know, helmet decals have come so far.
Oh, I would not be allowed to decorate a helmet because I don't do anything like I'm not a Penn State person in the sense of just give me a white uniform and a blue stripe. I'm like, hey, you want to dazzle that thing up? I'm all about trying to cover up the nameplate, the back plate. I want anything and everything, and to do that. It does look like it's going to be the change of the quarter. It's going to be second quarter. I'll make sure I talk to our wonderful camera people, keep us on track there. We got 2 people at the game right now. I want to give a shout out to Robert Reed on our camera, main camera, and our end zone camera is none other than Justin Brown. Glad to have him getting up here early on a Saturday morning and helping us out for the ELCA Chargers. 3rd down and short.
Yep, and here comes ISO. And it is ISO to the end zone.
Another big play. And you're going to get those big plays. You know, it's you're going to see the replay right here. They were able to wrap up. They just were not in play to handle that isolation.
Yeah, it was just they got a nice double team right there. And, you know, it's hard to tell sometimes if you got somebody in the wrong gap lined up right there, but there was a huge hole to run through.
Oh, I agree. Understood. All right. First down and 10, ball on the 22 for the Titans.
Slot right here. Switch over to unbalanced.
Quick, right up the middle. And that's the one thing that, and like I said, because you haven't had a lot of time.
No tape.
And you haven't had time to prep, the bottom line is you get an opportunity to play a football game.
Yes.
So the only thing you can do when you play a football game is get better.
And adjust during the, you know,
right.
They will have a chance to go over there and say, hey, look.
We're seeing this, this, and this.
You know. And I'm certain that right now the coaching aspect of this is, hey, let's see what they're giving us so that we can make the necessary adjustments, you know, keep this thing tied into the halftime and then win it in the second half.
But right now they have found something on the right hand side. They have found something very easily on the right side and said, hey, we're going to continue to pound that part.
Well, they're just down blocking everybody over there. It is just
it is.
They just walled everybody down over there.
Well, that's where you get the defensive coaches. Get, sorry for the popping of the mic. The defensive coaches really get their pay at this point.
Oh yeah,
to be able to adjust and go in that direction.
And it's one of those things. It's not going to be, you know, technology makes it.
You can make some adjustments
if you have it. If you know, if you're not playing, you know, the same people both ways, technology makes it a little bit easier because you can physically show them on the screen, hey, this is what they're doing.
And the only way to avoid that is this. They're going to say good, just like that. Start of the second quarter, 14-0. Blessed Trinity over Eagles Landing, 140. That's awesome. I typed in 140. That's some big scores right there.
Well, you know.
Yeah. So
this is like 1916 and John Heisman's coaching.
Yeah. When you get that Cumberland Georgia Tech score, you kind of wonder in the back of your mind. For those people that don't know, we're talking about the highest scoring game in NCAA history. It was 216.
222.
222. 2.
Nothing.
It was 0.
It was 0.
Yeah. You know, it's one of those times where you see a basketball team lay out 100 on somebody, and then you kind of go, hey. Could you pull back just
I saw
bit?
Something one night where a team beat somebody 116-14 or something like that.
Yeah. That's a hard. It's one of those hard ones to swallow a little bit. I think nowadays that's where you start looking at those big scores where when the FBS is playing. The lower end, they just put it on them.
Like when Oklahoma would beat people in the 80s, they'd beat them 87-0.
Going for the kick right here. Kicking off from the 40.
High pooch kick this time.
They're going to get it right on the 10, and here we go. Let's try out special teams.
And this is going to be their best starting field position.
Right at the 32-yard line.
I thought they had made a mistake and not kicked it into the end zone. And I was about to say, that's not something you want to do right there.
They've got it all planned out, man, all planned out.
I understand. So ELCA will start. Ball on their own 32, trailing by 14 points. See if we get anything. I've got a little bit of a sniffer look right here in the backfield. And we've got a 7-yard gain. It's going to, or 6-yard gain. It's going to bring up second down and 4.
And you can see the energy that they're, explosion through the hole.
Yeah, and that's just power right there.
Right,
just
looking for certain things, and right there. Once again, at halftime, we'll fix this choppiness. Sorry for it. It's just a speed that's coming through right now, and we'll get that fixed at half for everybody.
Here we go again. Same thing, just a little different motion. And Rogers just running people over.
That's an understatement. Goodness gracious.
And it looks like, it looks like the feeling out process is over and done with. We're going to go with what we know. ELCA is, a power running team you know, with jet motion involved, and it's going to happen right here, right now. Here comes the jet motion.
Another high snap. He's going to have to take it. He might have wanted to hand it off.
I think he wanted to hand it off.
He did not have that opportunity right there.
2nd down and 9 right here. Maskill does a good job of protecting the football, not trying to do too much with something that, you know, could have been a disaster trying to hand that ball off. It's going to be interesting to see, you know, what they do to correct this issue with the snap. Trinity's keeping them guys, the safeties are creeping up. You're getting basically 9 people in the box right here. And there is blast right there for another 7 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. And they looks like they found something on the right side here. And they're going, I mean, they're running the same thing right here. Slid the front down right here. Blessed Trinity has.
Big 3rd down here for ELCA.
They're going to run. They're going to go.
He kept it.
Yeah.
One of those gut calls. You got to go with it. Now, if you're a coach, do you punt it, or are you going to go for it? Right here, it's 4th and 5.
You know, I'm see if I can drop them down inside the 10 and let my defense play.
That's the defensive-minded coach in you. As for the offensive coach in you, you're like, yeah, man, we can do it. Let's go.
As the offensive coach in me, I'm already called to play, and we're running something.
And the defensive coordinator is going, are you serious? We're really doing this now?
I actually asked my defensive coordinator last night. I was like, hey, what do you want to do? And he was like, I want you to get the 1st down. I was like, oh, that's the first time I ever heard that.
They saw something.
They got it.
Yep.
And they got a lot of it.
Oh, let's look at that again.
I like that. That's a great call.
And he was able to get to the corner.
Yeah,
and look at big number 71.
He's doing the best he can, but number 5 is he's reevaluating
his thought process.
One thing I can tell you about Philip Massengale is that he is not looking for the sideline to run out of bounds.
No, I love that you were saying that he was reevaluating his thought process.
He was like, the guy was like, this is the quarterback I'm going to hit, and the next thing you know is he's going onto his spine. That is the quarterback that just ran through me.
Oh, this is an interesting response to realistically 14 unanswered points. I mean, it wasn't unanswered. I mean, they went down and drove that 2nd touchdown.
I'm going to throw the hitch and go right here.
And he's open.
And he threw it out of bounds.
No, he caught it.
Nice job of staying in bounds right there. That was a really nice job. Oh, yeah.
Look at him stop.
He just puts the brakes on right here. Is that Cam Seeger with the catch right there?
Number 5.
That's him?
Yep.
That's a really nice route and a really nice job of adjusting to the ball. And just like that, ELCA's in the red zone, Coach.
I know. And
first time today.
We'll get a nice little thing of the score 58 red zone. If we get an opportunity, that'd be great. I'll throw that up there.
We're changing. It must be nice to be able to just bring in all the offensive linemen
that you want right there.
I'm just telling you. Gain of 3 is going to be down at the 5 right here. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 5. I mean, they get such a quick burst off of the line, and everything matches up in time. You know, with their, it's almost like a veer give. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. To be able to go in there and I just agree with you most of the time when I'm typing, so it's good. So it's like I'm right there with you. You being the quarterback, the only thing they used to tell me as an offensive lineman, hey, you need to block the nose man. All right, going in, trying to find it, unable to at that point.
Gain of 2 is going to bring up, 3rd and goal from about the 3 or the 4. My bad.
I spelled everything right on that. Yep, that's good. Score 58 red zone. Boom. All right.
Yes, everything is spelled correctly.
Hey, man, sometimes
I understand.
I will not spell anything right.
Be interested to see if they bring this thing back. Oh, that's a really nice cut.
He was
but
trying
it's going to be 4th and goal at the 2 right here. They couldn't get around the double team right there. Got stalemated, and it didn't let the guard get around. So 4th and 2. kicking the field goal, or are you going for it?
On my end, I believe in field goal kicking, so I'm all about that. Points are points, but do you need points? They called a timeout,
They
correct?
did call the timeout.
Well, you want to definitely think about that and say, okay, what are we doing? So that's their second timeout of the day.
And and here's the thing about it. You could look at it as 3 points doesn't help you right here because you're down by 2 touchdowns.
Well, and I'm not going to disagree with you on that, but
You could also look at it as number 11 is the tallest person on the field. Throw the fade to him and let him jump over the guy and catch it.
I saw him this morning when I was doing decals, and I was like, okay, all right. It was very nice to meet you, sir. I am sorry that
Number 71 is also a large human.
Yes. Well, me being an old offensive lineman myself, I don't. There's some ones when you can get inside their body because they're that big. You're like, hey, if you had a zipper, I could just jump inside you and walk around for a little bit.
I'm a small person, so I feel like that a lot.
I bet. I can only imagine that. I had a buddy I played ball with. He was 5'2" in college, and he would always card him at the movie theater, no matter what. And he had no hair. He was bald. So, what you gonna do here, Coach?
Shoot, looks like they're gonna run right, but I have a sneaky suspicion this is. Wow, they just ran quarterback power
right up the middle, enough for the touchdown.
And he scored. Man, that is guts right there.
Man, oh man, that's putting your helmet down over your toes.
Well, we always talk about it. If you can run the quarterback, you're playing the game 11 on 11.
You are, and because a lot of times, it's just the whole designated hitter in football. In basketball. Baseball. Now
playing the whole lineup.
Right, you get to play the whole lineup. They're a thought process away of you need to make sure you're covering this person.
Massengale with a 3-yard run gets it to 14-6.
And just like that, 6 minutes left to go here in the second quarter at Blessed Trinity. Eagles Landing Christians finally gets on the board with 7. And Blessed Trinity with 14. Big.
That was an answer right there, Coach.
You talking about it here down at the bottom?
No, I'm talking about. I'm talking about.
We got football screens up all over the place, so you nod your head a little bit. It's just nice to see. We get Georgia Tech and Central Florida here. Had some great high school football last night. Kind of going through my brain a little bit, recapping a little bit of that. We'll have a chance after halftime to talk about that. Once again, tonight, 7 p.m. down at Grady Stadium, you get the Mays Raiders taking on the Grady Knights.
I think so.
I am. I paused for hope it wasn't Gary Perkle Park. So
or Brickle.
I always Perkle it, So it's very interesting. People that know us on Score 58 and know that we work with a lot of different teams in different areas. So we always kind of jumping in with different sayings. But glad to have everybody with us. Got about roughly 200 people watching us right now. They couldn't make it to the game. They wanted to tune in and see a little 2 state champions. Slug it out here on a Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock.
The 1 o'clock game on a Saturday. It's not 100 degrees.
It's not. It's nice. We're this last day of summer. Last summer on that part.
Last weekend of summer, and it's 68 degrees outside with a nice breeze, and you're getting to watch 2 defending state championships play. So ELCA with the kick right here. And they're going to pooch this thing. And so Blessed Trinity will catch the pooch kick, and they'll return it to the 41. All right. And we will have 1st and 10 for the Titans at their own 41-yard line. And it would be interesting to see if they had continued to attack their offensive right side. They're coming out with an unbalanced look right here. Now they switched the tight end back. And here comes a naked look. A waggle, and the tight end is open on the drag. Fumbled the football. Wow. I don't think he was down, but it will be a 1st down right here. Blessed Trinity First and 10 at the ELCA 44. Running a nice little waggle fake, throwing play action on first down. You know, kind of playing the game as we would call it in baseball. That's pitching backwards. Everybody's expecting run, especially in a run formation on first down. Got left eye right here. They're running power left right there. And nice play right there by number 99 for ELCA. And I don't have number 99's number on my roster. But it was a nice play. It'll bring up second down here in about 9 for Blessed Trinity. Be interesting to see if they come back with power to the right here. Got a slot look to the right. Motion across. There's play action, little play action out route. Gain of about 13 and another first down. And right now, anything Blessed Trinity wants to do on offense, they're doing. And they look anything but like a team playing their first game of the season. All right. It is very efficient so far. First and 10, ball at the ELCA 32. Slot to the right, toss left right here. Tackle made right there by ELCA by number 2, Peter Simmons. Gain of about 4. It's going to bring up second and 6 right here for Blessed Trinity. And right now, you know, there hasn't been much that they haven't been able to, you know, to do on offense. You know, it started with the nice trick play, the toss sweep pass on the second play of the game. And since then, it's been just, you know, a consistent barrage. These guys are getting in there and blocking.
Sorry for disappearing there for a little bit,
play action
Coach.
fake. That's all right.
And a lot of it's going to come back to, they said he caught that ball.
He did catch that ball.
Was not getting that turnover when you needed to. I mean,
yeah,
that whole fumble was.
I thought he fumbled that, you know.
Yeah.
So that's another that's another completion. And, you know, he threw that ball with a guy sitting in his lap.
Yep.
And, you know, they're now first and 10. Ball's at the 17-yard line of the Chargers down here. And, you know, they've got Blessed Trinity has a really good mix of plays right now.
And they've been able to put it together. I mean, you kind of wondered how they were going to respond to ELCA's first touchdown, and this is how they're doing it.
Here comes the ISO. Now, ELCA's adjustment is to move, and there was the power, and that's what happened.
That's how they stopped it.
That's what they did. They slid the front.
Yeah. Very interesting. They said, okay, if you're going to do this, we'll do this. Nice little chess match going on here.
And that was what, I mean, but that's what we talked about, you know. They may not have seen that in any film. I don't know if Blessed Trinity did that last year or not, because just to be honest with you, I saw Blessed Trinity play for about 10 minutes last year.
Right.
And so I don't know exactly what they did, how they did it, you know. But what I do know is that ELCA saw it, and then when they figured out what they were doing, they made the adjustment to it, and they were able to stuff it on that play. So it's second down, about 11 right here, and here comes – that looked like ISO right there, Coach. And it's just, I mean,
he's trying to strip that ball out as much as he could. Goodness gracious.
And they're just, I mean, it's downhill. You know, even the toss sweep is a downhill toss. So it's going to be a first and goal at the 4, Coach.
And I'm very impressed about their drive down the field.
Well, I'm impressed with them because –
meaning Blessed Trinity. Sorry about that.
I'm impressed with Blessed Trinity. That's their first game, and they look just, you know,
spot on.
It's a machine.
Yeah. No, I'm hearing that and feeling that too. So
and there it is again. Just
that's going to be a touchdown.
It is. They're just caving everything down and bouncing it out. That's another touchdown. It's now 20-7. Blessed Trinity, point after attempt pending.
There it is. I like that. That's good. I mean, both were thinking pending.
That was that's an old Al Serraldo, West Durham thing. Kim King.
I tell you one thing, you don't want to feel like you got to get any points before you go into half, but Blessed Trinity will get the ball back.
Yes, they do.
The second half. They deferred, so they said, hey, we get the ball back. Let's call it that. Tell you one thing, their special teams are point on the. I enjoy a good extra point.
Yes.
Especially from a snap, a hold, and a kick.
I enjoy scoring a touchdown.
I know you do. I know, but the one thing that you can tell where teams are, where they say, hey, we know special teams are important. We need to pay attention to them, and let's make sure we do. And you can find some teams, they're like, I mean, we just don't have the time right now to be worried about that. Let's move on.
And it's one of those things like, when you practice special teams, how are you getting to practice it? Are you getting to practice special teams live?
Right.
Or are you having to practice?
That was always even a question when we played ball, when you'd have the kickoff team.
Yes.
And they, we need 11 crazy folks to get on the line. And, back in the early 90s, late 80s, that was always very interesting to see.
And there was, it was one of those things, helmet technology in that time frame is not what it is now.
No. Mouthpiece and chin strap's not either.
No, and if you happen to be in the wrong spot on that team and you were in front of the wrong person, it could lead to a very, very, very bad day.
The nice part is I was never what we call mobile and agile, so they were never like, hey, let's be on kickoff return, or hey, let's be on kickoff.
But you were hostile.
Yes, but it was a matter of saying, hey, let's take a little break and get some aqua on the sideline. Nice little kick all the way down to about the 15. He's going to take it on the go. He's at the 25.
They are.
No, they are running down the lanes, man.
Yes, sir.
They are on fire down the lanes.
And so ELCA gets the ball 1st and 10 at their own 24. Be interested to see if they take a shot. It's got to be getting close to.
Oh, we're right at the 3-minute mark.
That's what I'm thinking.
But they took a chunk of time here in the that last drive. The one thing we can't do is a clock for you. Sorry for that, mainly for the fact that we are off location. We are not actually located at Blessed Trinity right now. We are shooting the signal back out to you. But we wanted to be able to broadcast this game and give you a little play-by-play action. It's always nice, and we could stream the game, but, hey, if we can give you a little bit of, hey, what's going on in the world, why not?
Man, look at this formation.
Quads.
Pump fake, going to throw the slip screen.
Almost picked off.
They tried to fake the screen out there. I'd like to see them throw the screen.
A nice little pump fake with the screen to say, hey, what are we doing?
So 2nd down and 10, ball still at the 24-yard line. This is going to be jet, maybe. This is interesting right here.
They're spreading them out and seeing what's going to happen. Yep, they just trying to get them to jump. They did.
They're going to call the offsides, even though I saw the receiver move. I know he moved, and everything in my being is like, why? Why would you do that?
You don't have to do anything. You just got to sit still. Don't move.
So 2nd down and 5 now.
Gives you an opportunity if you want to go ahead and throw it deep. It makes it for a short 3rd down and 5.
I think we're going to run quarterback here.
Yes, that's going to be it looks like the play of the day right now for ELCA.
Maskill hit at the line of scrimmage right there and stuffed. Probably lost a yard right there, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6.
Heading into half, we will take a pause. Camera will be focused so you can come back and say, okay, we only have this much time left when you need to make sure you're back to watch the second half of play. I do appreciate everybody tuning in right here on Score 58 Network. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman. Nothing. That offensive line just not being able to get a hold of the Titans of Blessed Trinity.
Well, there's, Blessed Trinity is going to call timeout. It's going to be 4th down and about 1 right here.
Wanting to get that ball back?
Absolutely.
They're saying, hey, let's give it a shot.
Well, I mean, I'm just, I'm looking at it from this perspective as well. ELCA's going to go into the locker room and figure out what you've done to be successful about them, and they're going to come back out. I watched them score 4 touchdowns in 6 minutes in a state championship game.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, okay.
Westland was there, almost the exact same colors of Westland's
I'm watching it
team.
going, what did they do at halftime? I mean, these guys just came back out, and they looked like they were in a –
Well, they woke up. I mean, it was a 10 o'clock game in the morning.
That is true.
I mean, it was cold and rainy.
And it was nasty at Georgia State.
It was.
But the fact that it just happened after halftime, whether they went in and made the greatest adjustments in the history of adjustments or what, it looked like it. And I was like, all right. Those guys are better coaches than I am, and it shows.
Yeah, they saw something we didn't necessarily see.
I mean, every time they snapped the ball for about 3 plays, it was going to the end zone. I was like, wow, this is amazing. And we were, I'm sure they're sitting there thinking right now, we got to get what we can get right now to make sure that this thing's as close to insurmountable as it can be. That is a bomb. Wow. Out at the 7.
Roughly about a 60-yard field goal, or 60-yard punt right there.
That is impressive. Definitely flipped the field, and I don't think there's enough time for them to do anything.
7 seconds.
I think that says 7 seconds.
It does.
Coach.
It does. I think they were thinking maybe it'd be a bad snap over the head. So.
Well, that was. I mean, you make them punt it just in case they drop the snap or you block it.
Right.
So you
keep all those things in consideration, which is always nice.
Blessed Trinity is going to take the knee right here and take this thing to the house. I say that.
And they're going to pull a Dan Marino or a Peyton Manning. And
here we go. And I did see that happen at the end of a game one time in high school.
Right, where they just said, no, we're going to do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman. We're going to take a pause here and get our baseline and get ready for the third quarter of play. Right now, currently, Blessed Trinity up 21-7 here against Eagles Landing Christian Academy. We'll be right back.
Over the past 4 years. These football players have been a part of 3 consecutive state championship seasons with a record of 43 wins with only 2 losses. We will start by introducing our football players. Will Beatty is the son of Benjamin and Mary Beatty. Will has been a part of the football program since 6th grade. Landon Byers is the son of Todd and Lisa Byers. He hopes to attend UGA. He has also been a part of the football team for the past 7 years. David Coltrane is the son of Brian and Kelly Coltrane. David has been a part of the football program for 7 years. Piers Dudar is the son of Joe and Michelle Dudar. He has been a part of the football program for 7 years. Ryan DuPont is the son of Matt and Marianne DuPont. Ryan will be attending the Air Force Academy to play football next year. Ryan has been a part of the football team since 6th grade. Ty Furnish is the son of Tim and Davina Furnish. Ty will be attending the University of Virginia in the fall to play football. Ty has been a part of the football program since 7th grade. Jackson Hamilton is the son of Ruffin and Dina Hamilton. He will be playing Division I football next year at the University of Louisville. Jackson has been a part of the football team the past 7 years. Carson Harroff is the son of Doug and Terry Harroff. He plans to play college football next year. Carson has been a part of the football team for the past 7 years. Brendan Hunt is the son of Todd and Stacy Hunt. He plans to major in criminal justice. Brendan has been a part of the football team since 6th grade. Stevie Cram is the son of Patrick and Jean Cram. This is Stevie's first year with the football team. Charlie and Joe McCoy, who are the sons of Brian and Kara McCoy. Charlie has been a part of the football program for the past 7 years. Joe has been part of the program also for the past 7 years. Connor McGarrigle, the son of Rob and Lori McGarrigle. Connor has played football since 9th grade. Nick Mitchell, the son of Russell and Donna Marie Mitchell. Nick has been a part of the football team since 9th grade. Michael Mitchler is the son of David and Kim Mitchler. Michael plans on playing baseball in college. Michael has been a part of the football program for the past 7 years. Danny Muir is the son of Jill Muir. Danny has been a part of the football team for the last 4 years. Alex Palugi, the son of David Palugi and Danielle Bond. Alex has been a part of the football program for the last 7 years. Nicholas Perinelli is the son of Thomas Perinelli. Nicholas has been a part of the football team since 9th grade. Duncan Revis, the son of Phil and Jancy Revis. Duncan has been a part of the football team for the past 4 years. John Ryan is the son of Tom Ryan. John has been a part of the football team for the last 7 years. TJ Scott, the son of Angela Scott. This is TJ's first year playing football at Blessed Trinity. Claude Silfani is the son of Sammy Silfani. Claude has been with the football team for the last 7 years. Ryan Stinger is the son of Jackie Herbert and Carrie Stinger Herbert. This is Ryan's first year playing football for BT. Nolan Tully is the son of Chris and Meg Tully. Nolan has been a part of the football team the last 4 years. Christopher and Matthew Turner are the sons of Ricky and Lynn Turner. Chris has been a part of the football program for the last 7 years, and his brother Matthew has also been a part of the team for the last 7 years. Grant Wicker Mascara is the son of Shane and Francesca Wicker Mascara. This is Grant's first year playing football at BT. England Williams is the son of Tony Williams and Cheryl Johnson. England has been a part of the football team for the last 7 years. Congratulations, young men, and thank you for all you have done for Blessed Trinity High School athletics. Now moving on to our cheerleaders. Bella Cito is the daughter of Douglas and Stefani Cito. Dual major in public relations and fashion marketing and merchandising at the University of Alabama. Madeline Conrad is the daughter of Teresa Conrad. She hopes to attend LSU and study accounting. Delaney Donovan is the daughter of Miles and Amanda Donovan. She is planning on studying pre-med and majoring in neuroscience. Mary Beth Faison is the daughter of Chris and Megan Faison. She plans to attend Kennesaw State next fall and major in middle grade education. Emma Ferranti is the daughter of Joey and Kathleen Ferranti. She plans on studying graphic design, but still deciding on where to attend. Gabby Guthrie is the daughter of Jason and Michelle Guthrie. She is undecided on her college plans. Riley Kennedy is the daughter of Mark and Alexis Kennedy. She will attend Tennessee next fall and will study speech pathology. Lauren McLaughlin is the daughter of Mark and Debbie McLaughlin. She has been cheering with BT since 6th grade. Ella Murray is the daughter of Tim and Ann Carol Murray. She has been cheering with BT since 8th grade. Bella Nearhood is the daughter of Anthony and Kristen Nearhood. She has been cheering at BT since 9th grade. Kate Pittard is the daughter of Stacy and David Pittard. Kate has been cheering at BT for the last 4 years. One of our senior captains, Amelia Reardon, is the daughter of John and Angie Reardon. She's been cheering for BT since 6th grade. Margaret Reardon is the daughter of Mike and Robin Reardon. She plans on attending Ole Miss. Peyton Thompson is the daughter of Ralph and Patty Thompson. Peyton has been cheering at BT since 9th grade. Sophie Todd, the daughter of Hal and Kelly Todd. Sophie is still deciding on her college plans but would like to study law. Katie White is the daughter of Bob and Dina White. She is planning on studying computer science. And our second senior captain, Gabriella Yates, who is the daughter of Mike and Kim Yates. Gabriella has been cheering with the program since 6th grade. Let's thank these young ladies for all their hard work on the sidelines. We appreciate everything you do. And now for our boys cross-country program. Alex Garreau is the son of Crane and Betty Garreau. Alex is still deciding on his college plans. John Heller, who's the son of Greg and Krista Heller. John is planning on attending UGA. William Hicks, the son of Doug and Letitia Hicks. William is still deciding on his college plans. Charlie Hill, the son of Scott and Allie Hill. Charlie is undecided on his college plans. Ron Miller, the son of Kurt and Cindy Miller. Ron is still deciding on his college plans. Carson Payne, the son of Steve and Heath Payne. He is still deciding on his college plans. Reagan Rogers is the grandson of Tom and Linda Kruchich. He is still deciding on his college plans. J.P. Squarey, the son of Rick and Iris Squarey. J.P. plans on attending the U.S. Military Academy. Adam Wade is the son of Craig and Heidi Wade. He plans on attending the University of Georgia. Let's give a round of applause for these fine young men dedicated their lives and their talents to the cross-country team. And now for our girls cross-country team. Sophia Shapes is the daughter of Rick and Farrah Shapes. She has received an athletic scholarship and is committed to play Division I lacrosse at Winthrop University. Nicole Chastain is the daughter of Eileen Chastain. She plans on majoring in psychology. Emma Jacobs is the daughter of Greg and Mary Jacobs. She plans to complete her study in the field of medicine. Bernadine Cooney, the daughter of Esther Cooney. She is still deciding on her college plans. Hannah Minuti, the daughter of Dave and Michelle Minuti. Hannah plans on attending a top Division I college with strong running and PT programs. Hannah was selected as the Gatorade Runner of the Year in the state of Georgia last year after winning the individual state championship for 4A last season. Let's have a round of applause for all these fine young ladies. And I understand they had a race this morning and they did extremely well. Congratulations, boys and girls cross country. The drum line. Lizzie Burgess is the daughter of Mike and Mary Beth Burgess. Lizzie plans on majoring in mechanical engineering at Virginia Tech. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these are our 2021 senior class. Thank you for all you've done for Blessed Trinity Athletics. We wish you all well on your next, as you move on to your next plans in college.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Score 58 Network. I'm Bo McMichael with my co-host and compadre, Craig Chapman. He went on a food run for me. My tummy was hungry, so he'll be back with us very shortly. Getting ready for the third quarter of play here for the Titans of Blessed Trinity and the Chargers of Eagles Landing Christian Academy. Get ready. The kickoff is next. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Third quarter of play here, Score 50 Network. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman. Coach, what was your overall thoughts here of the first half?
I was really impressed with Blessed Trinity's offensive front. Their defensive game plan against, ELCA, they've got 9 people in the box because they're playing everybody so tight to the line of scrimmage because they're not really afraid of ELCA coming out and throwing the football at them.
Right. And they have, when it's only 14 plays because you're able to run on that part.
And
I do like the music playing in the background.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
one of the things is that, when you look at what Blessed Trinity is doing on offense, it's very simple, but, they're executing it at such a high level that it's just right now we just say it's dominant up front. Their offensive front is dominating ELCA's defensive front. And if, we're looking at it, you're going to have to take some chances if you're ELCA. You're going to have to start sending an extra person, maybe 2, playing a little bit tighter coverage on the outside.
Well, this is where you really get the idea of adjustments.
Yes.
Something as a Falcon fan I'm not able to talk about in great detail.
Well,
hopefully
sound like my father.
I hear you.
Oh, the ball is going to the end zone. One thing I noticed when I stepped outside a while ago, Coach, is that the wind is blowing quite well. I don't know if it is right there. Looks like the trees are moving a little bit, but, we're
going to have some chilly temperatures this next week.
Yeah, I saw something where it was going to be 48.
I can't wait.
I think I'm just going to go outside.
Now, I grew up here in Georgia, but I spent about 15 years in the Northeast, and nothing was more in heaven than in the middle of July I was wearing a sweatshirt.
There you go.
I tell you.
All right, 1st and 10 for Blessed Trinity. Slight look to the right. Broken eye. Play action.
It'd be nice to have a turnover right now.
They are just, it's just a machine.
Yep.
Gain of 11. Wow.
Well,
they're going to give him a 9 yards on that?
Yep.
Okay. I know my glasses are bad. I didn't think they were that bad. 2nd down and 1 right here after the 9-yard completion.
Right. They didn't even give it up on that part. Interesting.
But, yeah, right now, if you're looking at this is just, they've got them in a rocking chair. They don't know what they're doing.
All right. right.
And there's the play action
Another
fake.
play action. You able to get out there? Yes.
Oh.
All right. Let's watch that on the replay.
And that is sacked by number 44. And
he did not stop. The left tackle, 50, looked like 51. We'll have to see if that was the left tackle or the left guard for the Titans. Could not get out there.
And that's Cheris Spence, and that's his 5th sack of the year, Coach.
Nice.
We've played 2.5 games, and he has 5 sacks. I mean,
yeah, I understand.
I mean, that is.
I'm grasping that.
He's on pace for.
No, don't give him no pace now. He's on pace to get another sack here. Hopefully,
well,
soon.
hey, it's 3rd and 10.
This will be a great.
Can ELCA get off the field? And there's play action fake again.
3 play actions.
And there's a.
It's a high. Wow,
what
great
a throw
and catch right there. That's good. Look at this catch right here.
I mean,
and he's hurt too. Came
he
straight
fell
down
on the
his
ball.
shoulder. Yep.
Ooh, face to the turf right there.
Yeah, you saw him pop up on that part.
Anthony on the coverage was right there. They did a double move off of that. And on 3rd and 10.
They connected.
And
when you have an arm like that and you're able to actually connect on that part, it's not, I mean, it's very hard to, you're drawing in the linebackers by doing the play fake.
That was a 41-yard completion on 3rd and 10.
Yeah.
They're going
down. It's butter at this point.
We got offsides right here on ELCA, I believe.
Once again, glad to have everybody with us here. Offsides, Eagles Landing Christian Academy.
Tell you what, I don't know if that was a conscious effort by Blessed Trinity's offensive line to get the all gold high tops, but that is definitely something. And those look like things I would wear.
I know. Yes, definitely you. I understand that. Hence your attire today.
Absolutely.
You're wearing the yellow. I wear the red, so we're okay.
ISO to the right. Now, there you go. There was a different look from ELCA. They met the fullback that time 2 yards deep. I don't know if that was a called blitz or if that was just something different right there, but the same play that had been dominant in the first half right there goes for a couple, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 3, but the big hole wasn't there, and the fullback was meeting some resistance really early.
Well, what's going to be very interesting to look at is the just to see when they get on offense, are they able to get off here on defense? The 3rd down really.
That was early right there, but now they're doing a much better job. Right?
Flowing to the ball.
Not only flowing, but there were guys
But
taking.
if you'd have told me they'd Blessed Trinity would have opened up with 3 play actions.
Yeah.
At the start of the 3rd quarter, just a little crazy in that sense.
But they were so successful in running the football in the first half that it's a really good idea, a good plan right there, because you know that ELCA went in at halftime and said, we got to stop this.
And that run was gashing them.
Mm-hmm.
So, understood.
So here comes 3rd and 3. Watch the hard count right here. And there's the same guy. They just gashed him.
Touchdown.
Oh, wow, he stayed up.
He did. Continued. Let's watch that on
all the
replay.
way to the 3.
Great
first
effort.
Down.
Great effort.
I mean,
got a form tackle to be able to do that.
ELCA's been close. They needed to get off the field.
Well, they had that chance.
They had 2 3rd downs where they had a chance to get off the field.
Let alone the turnover that they could have gotten right off the strip in the 2nd quarter, which really would have changed the concept of the game.
Absolutely would have.
We've been looking at a 14-14 game, potentially. But you're going down 3 scores here in the 3rd quarter could be detrimental. Oh,
that was
that
a
off.
really nice job by ELCA's defense right there of playing responsibilities because.
And that's what's broken down on a couple of the plays today is the responsibility piece. But that's also when you don't have practice to be able to go over those, it's a little different. How many NFL teams or colleges would say, one day ahead, hey, by the way, you're going to play this team?
That would have not happened.
No.
That would have not happened because too many people would have been like, hey, well, if we lose, that goes back on me, and I'm going to get fired. But neither one of these guys are like, well, our kids need to play.
They need to play.
And I appreciate that because that is the absolute reason to do it.
Pitch outside.
Oh, that's a nice job of showing up. And there's the thing we talked about. They're firing some people right now. There are people showing up, in this point in time that,
like 78, taking a mental check right there, going to see if he's okay.
Well, he was the one that got, whoever came off the edge right there got him in a place that you probably don't want to get hit in. And I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of people that would be taking that mental check like, hey, why?
I laugh in the sense of just,
I mean, because you understand what, if it's ever happened to you, you're like,
I'm good. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Third down and goal right here from the 2. Big play right here. It comes run to the right.
You got to stop it.
Well, that was a false start.
And they didn't call it.
And it didn't matter because they tried. That's a great job.
They brought the house.
They just decided that it was, hey, if you throw a pass right here and you get it off, you're going to score. But everybody is going to be there. We're bringing the kitchen.
If they would have got anybody, it would just.
That's what I'm saying.
Right
this is kitchen sink.
Yeah.
We're bringing this, and so ELCA gets off the field, and everybody's like, well, they're going to give up points because of the field goal. You know what? 24-7.
Not better than 28-7.
Yes, and there's no guarantee because they've been close right here a couple of times on these extra points to blocking this.
Right.
But that shows the character of ELCA right there.
They got that quick whistle, though.
Yes, sir.
They do. Very quick.
But is that the whistle? Is that those electronic whistles?
They are.
Those things are terrible. You can't hear them.
All right. So, horrible story here. All right. Started the third quarter. It's 24-7. Or 224, depending on how many times I want to press the 2 button. But we're doing a volleyball game the other day, and they have electronic whistle. I think the fire alarm's going off.
Oh, no.
Because it's beep, beep. I was like, is anybody going to turn that fire alarm off? What is that noise? Because he's just blowing the whistle repetitively. And I'm like, what is that? And I was like, oh, it's electronic. And then I stopped, and I was able to gear my ears into it.
That's all right. Because I did in my AP Psych class the other day, we did classical conditioning.
Okay.
Where I set a timer on my phone, and every time the timer went off, they had to eat a piece of their favorite candy.
Right.
And one of the kids brought Almond Joys. I don't think he'll ever eat another Almond Joy in his life.
No. How many times did it go off?
It went off every minute and 15 seconds in class.
Oh, yeah. No, I couldn't. That would make my tummy hurt right there. All right. All the way to the 10-yard line. ELCA takes it to the 20, bounces to the outside.
Got a chance to turn the corner right there.
Gets it about to the 32-yard line.
Pretty. That's a nice return right there.
Well, you always wonder,
that was Brandon Hood. He's a 9th grader. That's a freshman.
Returning kickoff returns.
Yes.
Okay, I hats off. You go with the horse that brought you there, but whew, I'd be a little nervous. Said he went out on the 29-yard line. Once again, I'm Bowman Michael with Craig Chapman, Score 58 Network. Glad to have everybody with us here. Third quarter of play at Blessed Trinity. The Titans versus the Chargers, 24-7. Make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Back to action we go.
So ELCA's 1st and 10 is a 25 seconds.
Delay a game or
it's 25-second clock.
And that becomes.
Oh my Lord! They called timeout.
Well, they maybe didn't like what they saw.
No, and I think that the thing about it is after the kickoff, after any dead ball, it's a 25-second clock.
Okay, that comes around on that.
So then it becomes a 40-second clock. 2 weeks ago, we threw a pass. It was incomplete, and we lined back up, and the guy threw a flag and said said every time that you throw an incomplete pass, it's a 25-second clock. I was like, no, that's not it.
Well, until they get those clocks working on the sideline, it's like the shot clock in high school basketball that's going to exist in 2 years. It'll go in play this year, but in 2 years, that's going to change the game of basketball. Goodness gracious.
Have they decided, is it going to be a 30-second clock?
That's my understanding. but based on COVID-19 and the idea of everything changing, I think they're actually going to Zoom basketball games
Zoom
now.
basketball.
Yeah, no problem.
So 1st and 10 right here. Here goes Power to the right.
Trying to get through the hole.
He's going to pick up 2. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8.
Commenting on the helmets again. I'm liking them. I'm fine with that. Over the time, ELCA has had yellow lightning bolts.
Yes, they have.
They've had white helmets.
They have.
They went with the shield for a long time.
Yep.
And then they went with the name ELCA, realistically, probably for the past 5 years, 6 years. We've put ELCA on just their helmets. So it's fun to actually look at something different. Kind of looks like,
no.
Goodness, quarterback. Get rid of it, big man. I know it's probably a run, so you got to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He didn't do a bad job of saving that
he
there.
He didn't do that at all. He earned that. We got a hurt, blessed Trinity player. So, Coach,
yes.
Talk to me a little bit about
Cramp.
It's a cramp.
It's a cramp, buddy.
Well, it's because this team has not played yet. You get that first part. I can understand that. Schedule-wise, be a prognosticator. Come on, Nostradamus. We're going to go right here and I'm going to ask you some questions, and you can ask me about Blessed Trinity, but I'm going to ask you about ELCA.
Okay.
All right, Crisp County, win or loss? That's a horrible way to say that, but yeah. Go ahead. Come on, Coach.
They're going to win.
All right, so you give them a win. I'm not going to ask the outcome of this game right now. I'm just going to say win. All right, so I don't think they're going to have an open week against Blessed Trinity because that's who they play then. Trinity Christian School down in Sharpsburg.
They win.
Okay. Pacelli High School.
They win.
Okay. Whitfield Academy.
They win.
Landmark.
They win.
All right, so they're they'll turn around and be 5-0 in region play.
Yes.
And their region is, to me, until one of the other dogs of Trinity, and it's going to be a couple more years for Landmark to kick in.
Well, I think Trinity's got a good coach.
Oh, he does.
And they've got
with Kenny Dallas on that part, but it's a growth factor. The one thing that I'm curious about this year in private A ball is there's no more point system. They took away the point system, so it's not how many points you score to get into the playoffs. And granted, the playoffs this year, the state championship game is taking place after Christmas.
That is true.
That is just
mind-boggling.
It is. I can't. I can't wrap my head around it, nor am I trying to. And we'll let everything kind of play the way they need to at this point.
Sooner or later, ELCA's got to take another shot back down the field and they just got. It's one of those things where you're looking at it, thinking to yourself, "Got to score quick." So if we got to score quick, then we got to start throwing the ball down the field, or we got to pop a run, and that's probably what they're thinking. We're close. We got to pop a run, but we haven't seen Matt Craig since the first drive when he had a 40-yard catch. So,
right.
Or excuse me, a 30-yard catch.
And then you do worry about the pick. Incomplete pass.
Yeah. Tried to go with the stick route right there on 3rd down and 15. So it looks like this will bring up a punting situation for ELCA right here. And their punter has been really impressive.
You definitely got excited about how deep that punt went.
Well, I mean, he's kicked it twice, and both of them have been just, bombs. So, it's a great weapon to have. If you can flip the field and especially right, he angled the thing really well the last time.
Oh, high snap.
Not a bad kick right there as well.
All the way down to the 35. And with that, here in the third quarter, your score, Blessed Trinity 24, Eagles Landing Christian Academy 7. Now, the one loss, they haven't had a loss yet, but right now it's 24-7.
Yeah.
Lose it, playing Blessed Trinity. They had to play Woodward. They didn't have to. They wanted to play Woodward. They wanted to play Crisp County. They were actually going to play 2 other teams.
Well, they were going to play Irwin.
Well, they're going to play Irwin.
They are going to play Irwin?
No, they were going to play Irwin, but they were also going to play Deion Sanders' team out of Texas.
That's right. That game got canceled.
And it was going to be actually here in Georgia, and just for one reason or another, they started football. We hadn't started, so they had to take a pass on it. Goodness gracious.
Well, they did. I mean, ELCA did everything right that time. They slid the front.
He was just running, and he wasn't going to go down.
And this is, I mean, like I said, it's just been the same thing over and over again from Blessed Trinity. And, you know, I think if you asked anybody, and, you know, it's not what you do or how much you do, but if you do those things well, and they've been efficient today, and that's just the thing about it. They've been really efficient at what they do. See, that's a nice job of penetration right there. You know, limiting that play. It's going to bring up second down and about 8 right here.
The one thing that I always look at is what can you take from a game once the game's over with, but also during the game itself. What do you learn about your players? I'm always a very large advocate towards I like to see what a team happens if they are to take a defeat, how they respond. Also, if they're able to win in a close game, how do they respond?
Yeah.
They had to respect that dive though.
I mean, they did a good job right there on everything except.
Well, when you're faking on that play action like that, and he's holding that ball and riding it like that, that is a hard not to want to grab in and attack that dive.
I mean, this guy playing quarterback for Blessed Trinity right here, he's doing a great job on the fakes. And he has run this offense masterfully today. 1st and 10, Blessed Trinity at the 25. And there's the toss to the field. Nice play right there.
Does the game become out of reach if a score occurs?
It's a 24-point game, so it would still be realistically 3 possessions with 3. But you're going to have to, you know, you're going to have to do something.
And you've only done one thing in the second quarter so far.
Yeah, you're going to have to. There's going to have to be something that happens. And right now, you know, the clock's running, and it, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, they've streamlined the high school game now to where it fits. You got to slide to front again. To where it fits the college game.
Wide open hole, offensive line.
They're just blowing the hole open.
They are.
And they're just driving. It is
if you were keeping stats, what would you say the stats would be right now?
Oh, they're, you know, first of all, they've run for well over 200 yards, you would think. But then you'd look at it, the first drive was 86 yards for a touchdown, and it was 2 passes. So, you know, it's probably more balanced than that. It's probably something about, you know, 150 and 150. But it's been just a primo performance, you know, and when you can pick up 3rd and, you know, 16 or 17 with a 41-yard pass, you know, that's pretty good.
Even when they get stopped at that first level, they are still able to.
Their backs do a great job of
falling forward.
Of not only falling forward, but they do a great job of, you know, avoiding initial contact. I mean, that is just, it's one of those things where the contact is not, they don't go down on the first contact. So it's going to be a 2nd down and goal from about the 1 right here from Blessed Trinity.
What was your take on the football teams in the Big Ten? Bringing back a quick in for a score.
I think they moved early, but
they've been on that edge the whole time.
Yeah.
Of just moving early to not moving early.
But that's a touchdown, and, you know, ELCA had great penetration, but, you know, just the ability to jump, cut, and slide through that gap to get into the end zone right there.
It's 2-3 yards, and that's what you got to be able to do.
And it's 30-7. I didn't get to see any of the Big Ten schedule release last night because
they released it last night.
Yeah, because I was
working.
I was working, but some people would say I wasn't working.
Oh, you're working. Come on there, unhappy Joe.
No, I'm not unhappy. I actually thought last night was
you did a good job.
The best we played. It was just the most frustrating game.
I know.
But I didn't get to see any of it. I saw a funny thing online today that said somebody had put that we should all thank Nebraska for getting the Big Ten back to the table, and their reward for that was they get to play at Ohio State in the first game. And I was like, wow.
Really?
Somebody was mad at them.
Yeah. Yeah, I can say that.
That's like Mondays Mills, athletic director, probably thinks his football coach hates him because they play Lovejoy every year in the first game.
No matter what.
Somebody's going to jump around.
They're releasing the Big Ten schedule right now. Michigan and Ohio State, December 12th.
I can dig that now.
It could be a cold December 12th.
That would be
in Ohio State.
Amazing.
So,
but yeah, I mean,
Big Ten championship game is the 20th or the 19th of December.
Anybody that's watching this game right now that had, if they're a Blessed Trinity opponent,
right,
and they were maybe watching the game hoping that Blessed Trinity was not as good,
they are.
Tough break.
Let's go over their schedule when we get a chance here and kind of go over some wins and losses and what we think.
Got a seam.
They've been on the flag on the play.
Imagine that. It's a kick and there's a flag. All right, so here's Blessed Trinity's schedule. All right, so today is ELCA. Next week at Kell.
Well, that's nice of them.
And then I don't know if they've got anybody to replace this game, so you might be looking at an off week on the 2nd. Then they're at Woodland of Cartersville. Then they're at Calhoun.
Okay. The Yellow Jackets, they're going to be a little difficult.
At Cartersville.
Goodness. So that's the region they're in. Okay.
Hiram.
Okay.
And Cass.
Am I understanding this? Well, Roswell's there, so that's all in their area.
Yeah.
Okay. My brain's thinking east side when it's west side. So, all right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Ball on the 20.
There's quarterback.
91 is trying to get in there and get in the mix. Just not going to happen.
I'm going to tell you what, 7's tough.
He is.
He just made the greatest no-yard run in the history of football.
Very much so.
I mean, they're going to. This is one of those things where if you're looking at it from, this is just going to make ELCA better.
Oh, okay.
And I remember the year that he scheduled everybody and played all of those teams.
Right, so we'll talk about that right now. Oh, jump throw.
Oh, I thought it was going to tip off and get caught. Man, that would have been great.
It almost did. So 6 years ago, Eagles Landing Christian had a very hard time scheduling people.
Yes, they did.
So Coach Guest said, okay, let's change this up a little bit. They went and got Whitewater. They went and got Stockbridge. They went in, if I'm not mistaken, grabbed in Woodward.
They did.
Grabbed in all non-region opponents that were above classification. Realistically, about three above it.
Yeah, it was one of those things where they played. Everybody they played it wasn't someone where they went double A. They played teams.
They didn't go away. They played locally on that part, and they took five losses, and then started region play. And they might have taken 6 losses and then started region play with the 4 games.
I think they ended up
5 and 5.
I think they ended up 5 and 5 because I think at the end of the year they were 9 and 5. I think they finished 9 and 6 because they lost the state championship game.
And then they went through and won their region, but they were on the road because of that. And that's their last loss. They've only had 1 loss in the state championship game. Got to pick that up. Good bounce.
And that's a nice play right there.
And
that's the freshman again.
He is. Number 26 for the Chargers. So the last time they took a loss in the championship game, and they did, I'd have to go look at the research, but it might have been Savannah. It might not have. I can't remember who beat ELCA, but it was done in the first quarter.
Oh, it was a
10 o'clock in the morning.
I can remember watching the game and going, wow.
We had the Georgia Dome 10 o'clock in the morning, and there wasn't much in that situation.
I can't remember who it was. Something wanted to say Athens Academy, but I don't think that's right. It wasn't Athens Academy.
No, we'll look it up and have that for our next broadcast.
But I can remember after that it was pretty much we'll never lose again.
Well, and they've had their opportunities. I mean, there's been a couple out of the 5 state championship games.
Yes.
3 of them have been little nail biters.
Yeah, one of them was double or something overtime. There's the toss, crack down.
Ended with a field goal kick and won the game.
Yep.
That was crazy. I think
nice.
that was number 2.
That was a nice job of playing that play right there. A little crack replace from the edge. Bring up 2nd down and 8 right here. Ball's at Blessed Trinity's own 33-yard line.
Many people did not give Georgia State a chance against the Raging Cajuns this week.
Yeah, the Raging Cajuns are still in Ames or wherever they're at, wherever Iowa State's at, where they won last week. They left something there. They were like, hey, we got ranked in the top 20. There's over formation, and there's power. And hello. ELCA made another little adjustment. They're sitting inside right there.
We got Coach Dallas from Trinity, who used to be the defense coordinator.
Yeah.
He's chiming in. They started 0-6, so it was 0-6, not 0-5.
Okay, my bad. I was trying to. I didn't want to be
beat by
mad.
Mount Param in the Dome.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're the first team in Georgia high school history to start 0-6 and make the state championship game.
I remember watching it.
Yeah. And we are closing to the end of the 3rd quarter here, heading over to the 4th. Appreciate that, Coach Dallas. Good victory last night against the Hampton Hornets. That was a quick pickup.
Yeah.
They were heading to Fellowship.
And Hampton
Somebody where was Hampton headed?
They were going to play Perry, I think.
Okay. And the switch occurred, and there we go. And it was just like that. Okay, well, let's play each other. You come here, great. I don't have to go to Perry. I can go to Hampton. And, it was, that's from a Hampton perspective. So the crazy thing is both of them are purple teams. I just wanted them to wear like full color rush uniforms. Would have been nice, purple and purple for both teams. Nobody could figure out who was what. So with the Hampton Hornets and the Trinity Christian Lions.
Well, we spoke too fast on the Georgia State thing.
Oh, it got out of hand.
It's 21-21 now.
Okay.
But, I mean, that's one of the things, talking about flexibility, we've found some of the, I realize the situation. I'm a part of the situation.
Oh, I know.
Living in the situation. You found some of the flexibility of people. They're like,
I get phone calls on Thursday, and I'm just like, deep breath. Let's take these. You're going where? Okay. All right. Hang up the phone. Let's adjust and figure out, make sure everything's going to be going okay on that part. Well, once again, we're glad everybody can tune in with us here on the Score 58 Network, live on Twitter, live on Facebook, and YouTube here today. Got a full game tonight, 7 o'clock kickoff on our paid-to-service, $7 a ticket, Grady versus Mays Raiders.
Play fake going deep.
Oh, he is going way deep. Oh.
I saw that one that was just the guy came off the ball down here on the bottom of the screen.
He's thinking about
and
that.
And he was like, I am going to run. I'm running as fast as I can run. And the quarterback took that one right in the chest after the throw.
31-7 here, start of the 4th quarter.
And we'll get to see a punt.
5 touchdowns in the 4th quarter. Wait, your house car at 7th born.
Well, my wife wants to really know about this 7th born you're talking about.
Oh, I thought I was trying to keep that. All right, refocus. Here we go. All right.
Little rugby punt right here.
That side kick. Able to get that bounce pretty good. Here he goes.
There it is.
17 yards.
Down to the 14 right there. So ELCA will take over. You're just 86 yards away from pay dirt.
Right.
And you're down 24 points. So if you score, you go for 2. And I'm not going to say never, because I was involved in a game one time where we were up 34-14 with about 9 minutes to go in the game.
It's the hardest thing when you spend time watching the clock.
Yes.
And I'll never stop doing that, because I'll sit there in the middle of a movie theater and watch my clock and go, okay, we're getting ready to the end here, and it's just one of those. You turn into a clock watcher, and next thing you know, it's 28-3 in the end of the 3rd quarter. So quick handoff. I like the blocking scheme right there by the offensive line and the run by ELCA. Rogers. I think right now wouldn't it be nice if you could get maybe 2 scores on the board?
Yeah, you'd like to pop one right here.
Oh yeah.
Rogers just explodes right there for 8 yards, so it's 2nd and 2. You got a chance to take a shot right here. And they tried to do it last time. They tried to throw a little, play action with the switch. But, I mean, if you look at what Blessed Trinity is doing, they've got so many people so close to the line of scrimmage. If you could pop a seam and run by somebody, you could score. But there's a lot of people right there. I mean, a lot. There's the jet.
They put him in a box for a reason.
Yes, sir. Up to the 30. That's a first down. That's the freshman, Brandon Hood again. I'm pretty certain if he's playing right now, then Coach Guess has plans for this young man.
I think it's very impactful to see how you're going to handle yourself in this type of situation.
Absolutely. First and 10 right here, Blessed Trinity, or ELCA with the ball at the 29. Naked bootleg. Oh, no.
It's the ELCA. He's grabbing his knee.
That didn't look good.
Not good at all. I'm wanting to see a picture and make sure he got up based on that and walking off. He did get up.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
When I saw
down 31-7 where he just
when I saw that, I was
buckled down. Yeah.
I was thinking, please, let's not have that be something. Let's not have this be a thing. Saw that last night. We had an offensive lineman go down with 8 seconds left. And I was like, man. And I got out there and I was like, how bad is it? He was like, it was going to be okay, Coach. I rolled it. And he said, it's bad, though. I was like, all right. That's why we have a week off. And going for the jugular right here. Come back route to the pylon for a touchdown.
And just like that.
Until there's a penalty got thrown right here.
Everybody's cramping out right now.
It's probably pretty humid out there. Oh, so they're going to call a low block on the defense right here.
All right, so what my brain wants to do, and I hadn't had a chance, I would almost want to research what St. Pius runs and how close is that to what ELCA does, and then also go back and look at what Pace Academy does compared to what Blessed Trinity. I have a feeling it's two different styles. Based on
you would think because
I don't really think it's 37 to 31 difference. I don't. And one would say I'm a homer, and that's the reason I say I don't, but I just don't. And the cramps alone are just makes me want to stretch.
Yeah.
That's all it does.
That's the worst thing in the world.
Yep. Lost a little signal.
I see that.
Kind of curious myself. Give me a second. Use my brain. I always like when I get challenged and go, okay, hey, what happened and why did that happen just now? We'll get that back up and running for you. Everything's going to be back on right now for you. Sorry about that.
So there's 10:34 to go in the fourth quarter. It's 37 to 7. So what you dread as a coach is just about to happen. The clock is about to run.
And you don't, because it is
it's just there's no – once it happens in the fourth quarter, there's no accepting it or any of that stuff. You just deal with it.
Well, we do appreciate you all joining in with us here today. We'll stay to the end of the game here this afternoon. A reminder, ELCA is on the road next week to Clinch County.
Crisp.
Thank you. Crisp County.
I got to listen to what you say.
I know. Yeah, because, no, I just make stuff up. Hey, they're going to be playing the University of Tennessee in their opening kickoffs. Hoping for the best. And if you're a Blessed Trinity fan, you're heading to?
you're going to Kale.
You're going to Kale. So
And
both
that
teams,
place is beautiful.
It is. It's a hard place to shoot videography, especially from the end zone perspective, because they have some walls.
They do.
Yeah, and definitely.
Absolutely do. And it's a really interesting place to play because there's a locker room, but it's across
Yeah, you got yes.
a whole parking lot.
I know. It's crazy.
It is one of the most interesting things I've ever seen. I'm like, I don't know what's going on with all of this. Wow, we had to walk 300 yards to get to the field, but
well, hopefully we'll have more of an opportunity as time goes on to offer you a chance to watch football games. We love Thursdays and Saturday games. Friday games, we already stream a total of 8 football teams. So
they took the penalty, the low block penalty on the kickoff.
Wow.
And I'm guessing they called that because when they ran the play action fake, the defensive end for ELCA went low on the fullback. So they will kick off from the ELCA 45-yard line.
Wow. Right now, you just want to be able to just pop up in the air.
Yep.
Just do that so it can happen that way.
I just saw where I looked up earlier and Navy had given up 24 and was down 24-0, and I just saw the score pop up. It's tied at 24. Unbelievable.
Last night we had Lamar County and Jackson. They went into, I would say double overtime, but Jackson won because they went for 2 points.
Did he kick that through the uprights? I think he kicked it through the uprights.
I think that was the cheer of the fans.
I agree. I think he kicked it through the uprights.
Wow.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Chargers at their own 20-yard line.
It is currently 38. They did score.
Yeah, they did make the extra point.
They did, correct?
Yes, they did.
That's what I thought.
So it's 38-7. 4th quarter. Time to put together a good, solid drive to end this thing. So, like you said earlier, you leave feeling a little bit better about yourself. Mr. Rogers still running hard. Gains about 7, so it'll bring up 2nd and 3. The wholesale changes and the personnel groupings is impressive to watch.
Right. Quick dive.
Yeah.
Nothing there right now. Defense is beginning to sharpen just a little bit more for Blessed Trinity.
Gain of about 1, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 2.
What would have been interesting is to see, I'm all about what happens after a loss, how the team responds and reacts, but they're going to be playing Crisp County. Now, playing Crisp County, they can still get a phone call. I think, like what you said, it's ever-changing, so you've got to be ready for it and be willing to make those changes.
Yep.
New quarterback in the game, number 5 for ELCA. Oh, no, still number 7.
Yeah, it's number 7. He got the 1st down right there. And it is ever-changing, Coach, because you don't know. I mean, it's one of those things. My wife had me, made me laugh this week. I was telling her that, everybody, if there's any kid in the school that gets sick, that your first thought is, what it is. She was like, Craig, all the other things didn't go away just because of
Right.
She's like, people still get sinus infections. And I was like, that's right, but that's not what, nobody's thinking about that right now.
No, not at this point, no.
So 1st and 10, ball's at the 32-yard line right here.
Glad we've been able to bring this game to you all here on a Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. Looks like we're going to have a timeout by Blessed Trinity.
Nope, timeout, ELCA.
Wow, okay.
Coach Guest called it, I saw it, or it looked like Coach Guest called it. So 38-7, trying to put together a nice little drive right here so that you leave with something positive.
Early predictions, later on tonight, Mays Raiders, Grady Knights playing on pay-to-view. What do you think?
I saw, I got to see Grady play last week against Lovejoy, and it was a really good game. Interesting game. Saw Mays play Riverdale. I'm going to take Mays, and I'm going to say 35-30.
It'll be about an hour-and-a-half game. I'm all for that. That's some fast-paced, moving game.
That game's going to last 4 hours because they're going to throw the ball 39 times in the first quarter.
I hear you.
That is interesting when that happens. Now, I ain't going to lie to you. And that, ELCA's still running their offense. They're trying to make it sure they get better at it. So, if you look at this right here, this is about making sure that everybody's getting better with the bigger goal, and playing the long game, as people would say.
Right.
Second down in about 4. Same look, same play. Going to bring up third down at about 3. I keep waiting for him to put the guy in motion, shuttle him down, and then run him out in the flat.
Oh, yeah. You might get that right now.
Nope, we're going to get power right here. Man,
they can fill up a hole fairly quick.
And right now ELCA's, moving it 4 yards that's 4 yards and a first down right there. And I'm sure this is the way they like to play the game. Now, they've scored a lot of points with explosive runs in the past, but this is one of those things where, I bet if they had their druthers, this is how they'd like to play.
Trying to find a hole there.
Counter. Nice defensive right there by Blessed Trinity. They just filled all the gaps. Everybody stayed home. What we got right here.
Clock is running here.
I have no idea what it looked like. He called face mask.
Going to march it all the way down.
So it was a really nice play on defense.
I would agree.
Until the face mask call. And I'm going to say Blessed Trinity's been impressive today, Coach.
Well, there are 3A state champions, and you got a 1A state champion right now. And then you add on to playing who we play in next Friday night playoff round.
Oh, yeah. There's Rogers, and that's a touchdown. Touchdown. So ELCA gets on the board here in the fourth quarter.
And realistically, I don't think those are just typical, hey, let's get some points. I feel like that they were putting something together trying to figure out how
they just went
to do that. So
they just
good.
went 80 right there.
Yeah.
That was a nice drive. All right. Nice drive. You ran your offense. You got better at what you do.
We're trying to throw it around.
Nope.
And trying to do that part.
And make sure that he got, Coach Guest made sure that he got what he wanted out of that. So we'll get to see the extra point right here.
Up, and it's good. And just like that, fourth quarter, Blessed Trinity, the Titans 38, Eagles Landing Christian, Chargers 14.
Now, would you onside kick right here,
No, Coach, I wouldn't. Right now, right. But you're asking somebody that probably onside kick just every chance based on the rules, and the capabilities of certain things.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago we were discussing the possibility of never punting and onside kicking every time, like the school in Texas does, just to see, you know, what the percentages of
Right.
it were. You know, I think that if your team is constructed a certain way, you know, I think that that's a interesting way to approach it. You know, if your team is not constructed in a way to be successful with that, then you're looking at being down by 45 points in the first quarter.
Right.
38-14. ELCA getting ready to kick. Ball is pooched over to the 30-yard line. Oh, nice play right there. Tackle made by number 1, Caleb Anthony. And Blessed Trinity will take over on their own 30. 1st and 10.
Thank you all for tuning in with us today. We'll have another game this evening, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Different announcers, Adam Collins and Craig Chapman, will be bringing you Grady Knights versus the Mays Raiders.
Here comes 22 personnel. We've had wholesale changes on the offense right here.
You would hope so.
And here comes power to the left.
I tell you, Coach, somebody's going to get a hold of this tape and go, okay, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, somebody's going to say, hey, you know what? They have a hard time dealing with this formation and with this run play.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not actually about the scheme. Sometimes it's about, you know, it's not the X's and O's, it's the Johnnies and Joes.
I would agree with you there, Al Hughes. I would agree.
So, you know, if you think that your guys are as good as Blessed Trinity's guys, then you go right on ahead and do this.
Right. But if you don't, hey, hold up now. 14-38, 5 minutes and some change remaining here in the fourth quarter.
I can appreciate them not throwing that penalty right there. Yeah.
Big number 30.
That was a nice run right there. Number 8.
1 yard gain.
Gain of 1. 2nd down and 9 right here for Blessed Trinity. And all they're really concerned with right now is making sure the clock ticks. Do not fumble the ball. Do not throw the ball. Get up slow. Get back in the huddle. Take 39 seconds out of the 40-second clock. And let's move on with it. And they're just going to keep running power.
And I'm appreciative of that in that sense.
Absolutely. Now bring up 3rd down and about 7. Clock continues to roll here in the 4th quarter. Looks like the coach for Blessed Trinity is looking for somebody to send into the game. And looks like we're going. Power again. I'm going to tell you, they've got that play down to science.
I would agree with you. All right. Next week, Eagles Landing Christian Academy will head over to Crisp County, where the Blessed Trinity Titans will head up to Kell High School.
Yes, sir.
One looking to get not to 500, meaning ELCA looking to get back on the winning ways, where Blessed Trinity is like, hey, we'll go 2-0, miss our first 3 games. Going to call a quick timeout by Blessed Trinity. They're going to make sure they got everything in play of where they need to.
Well, it's 4th down, so they just ran it all the way down and took all the clock up. Called timeout. Georgia State and University of Louisiana are deadlocked at 28 now.
All right.
Some good games going on. Tulsa is right there with Oklahoma State. Notre Dame is destroying South Florida. It's 13-7 in the Oklahoma State-Tulsa game, and when it was 10-7, Tulsa missed about a 28-yard field goal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're still having a conversation about that. Still having a conversation about it. Well, we do appreciate everybody tuning in right now to us.
We'll get a punt look right here for Blessed Trinity.
Have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at Score 58 Network.
And they're just going to let this thing roll out at about the 12.
All right, just like that, 38-14 here on Score 58 Network. Blessed Trinity up 38-14.
3:20 left on the clock.
Clock is not running. Hopefully it'll begin to run here in a minute.
Thought it ran the whole time.
It might, except for change of possessions.
New running back in for ELCA right now. New quarterback.
Quick handoff.
Yeah, I can see why he likes him. It's Hood on the carry.
Well, once again, we do appreciate everybody tuning in. We wanted to have Eagles Landing Christian Academy have a chance to stream their games. Now that it was on a Saturday instead of a Friday, it was much more doable.
Charlie Gillum is your new quarterback. Get up to the 25, should be a first down. First and 10 Chargers from their own 25-yard line. And here's the thing: everybody's getting a little experience right here, Coach.
Right.
And it's a learning thing. Back to the line of scrimmage. Bring up second down and 10. And there's also a great sideline football game going on up the top.
Appreciate, Craig, you joining us tonight.
Oh, man, it's a lot of fun. See if we get jet right here, Coach. Nope, we got bubble screen.
Tries to get it out there all the way to about the 34, 35-yard line.
That's Segura on the catch. It's going to be about a yard short of the first down, so a gain of 9 on that. So I like the fact that they got, everybody in their program is running everything. And here we go up inside again. Gain of about 8 and a first down right there. That's Hood on the carry.
And that's getting close to the end of the game. Felt like they were about to walk.
Yeah, I thought so too.
They were messing with me a little bit. But I feel like it was a good first half, all the way up until that ill-advised score at the end of the second quarter. That kind of changed the concept, 21-7.
It was the thing where I think that it'd have been interesting to see what both teams would have looked like if they would have had, a full time to prep, not a day. Whoa, hello. So we got third down right here and about 4
Do you go for it on fourth down if you don't
I
get it
absolutely do, because if they get the football back, they're taking a knee.
And you're there to play football at this point?
Yes. Nice cut on the bubble right there. Nice run. We got some kind of penalty coming out.
Right.
Somebody threw a penalty with a running clock in the fourth quarter.
Let's see.
Somebody did that. Threw the holding penalty. It must have been egregious.
I can't even think about spelling that word right now.
And if the penalty marker was back there,
What does that really mean?
why would they not?
Right. I
mean,
understand.
These things that make me question why things happen. I will not go full graybeard on them right now.
No, please don't.
So 3rd and 10 now. That was a nice little thing right there. A little bubble screen. Get it to an athlete in space. Good stuff. And there's Hood on the carry. And he's still going to get the first down with a gain of 11. We got people unfolding off the pile down there.
Well, we do hope everybody has a great remaining part of the weekend. I know a lot of individuals are going out to fall break. It's like another timeout was called. Nope.
No, I think that's the end of the
That
game.
is the end of the game. Heard the whistle, didn't see the ball go up in the air. But a great win for Blessed Trinity Titans. Great learning curve for the Chargers. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman. Everybody take care of yourselves out there in this crazy world. Be safe. We will head out there and see you tonight, 7 o'clock. Take care.